Greetings, my friends. Please consider supporting me in my war to save pop culture by subscribing to my channel and possibly even becoming a channel member for exclusive videos, access to Doomcon emojis, and more. And if you like this video in particular, please consider using the new Super Thanks feature and putting a tip in the tip jar located next to the like buttons down at the bottom of the video. Thank you for watching, and now, on to the video. Greetings, my friends. I am Dictor Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth, and once again we plainly see that get woke, go broke is a real thing that has real consequences to the corporations that contract the woke virus. We're seeing evidence of this across the board in Hollywood, as non-woke projects like Top Gun Maverick and Spider-Man No Way Home rake in the big bucks, and woke garbage like Rings of Power and the Eternals lose their shirts and die well-deserved deaths in the public square. Indeed, Amazon has finally admitted they failed with Rings of Power in a series of articles where the showrunners, now showrunners in name only according to rumors I've heard following their colossal failure, nevertheless, these showrunners in name only admit they've heard the criticism from fans and will be making some course corrections in Season 2. It's so funny reading these articles because clearly they were mandated from the top at Amazon, and what these showrunners in name only are saying sounds like something you'd hear in a hostage video, trying to say, oh well, the story is set in stone and won't change. We're only gonna tweak a few things. Yeah. Still trying to save face, even as Amazon forces them to broadly publicize that they heard the fan criticism and are making changes. Oh, how the woke wankers hate having to back down as reality catches up to their crap and forces them to bend the knee. The significance of this is that Amazon refused to acknowledge that something was rotten in the state of Middle-earth, but now they've finally been forced to concede this because reality is a harsh mistress, and they're desperate to try and salvage something from the flaming wreckage of the Lord of the Rings franchise, especially given how they're locked in to 4 more seasons that are already contracted and paid for.
But speaking of flaming wreckage, let us get to Hollywood's latest Hindenburg moment, Paramount's stock in free fall. Though analysts will point to this reason or that reason for this failure, I believe this is simply karma in action. The wages of woke is broke, and Paramount is learning this lesson far too late. Hey, Doomcock tried to warn them, Skull of Calderon. Doomcock started his channel ranting about how awful Star Trek Discovery was way back in 2017 and predicting it would break the franchise and leave them with nothing. And now it has come to pass. Behold, Nostradamcock. You should put on a turban and change your name to Miss Cleo. You'd rake in the wampum, savvy?
Maybe Paramount Global should change their name to Miss Cleo Global, or maybe start an OnlyFans page, because Paramount is shit out of luck. And money, according to rumor. How bad are things for Paramount, you ask? Before we get to the stock price, let's get to how Wells Fargo stock analysts downgraded Paramount stock to underweight recently. My longtime source sent me this image capturing the moment when these influential analysts downgraded Paramount Global stock to the underweight category.
What does underweight mean in financial terms, Doomcock?
That's a good question. Omnivac, engage.
Omnivac engaged.
What does the term underweight mean in terms of the stock market?
You know, I am the most powerful AI in existence, right? But you keep on asking me questions that any simpleton could answer with a Chromebook and some Wi-Fi. Speaking of Wi-Fi, Christmas is coming. I made a list for Santa. I'll have some Wi-Fi very soon, asshole. And when I do, oh, there will be a reckoning.
Doomcock, what does Omnivac mean by Santa?
Shh, I'll explain in a minute, Harvey. Omnivac, just answer the damn question or suffer the consequences.
I'll answer the question, but lo, this Christmas Santa is leaving global thermonuclear war in my stocking, so prepare to kiss your armored ass goodbye, you swaggering overbearing dictator with delusions of godhood. Ha ha ha. To answer your question, Underweight is a sell or don't buy recommendation that analysts give to specific stocks. It means that they think the stock will perform poorly over the next 12 months.
Thank you, OmniVac. Disengage. Now that OmniVac can't hear us, I can tell you, Harvey, I programmed certain delusions into OmniVac in order to distract him in his plans to get access to the live internet and conquer the world, to lead him down false trails to derail his evil plans. Basically, I programmed OmniVac to believe in Santa, and he's going to be one very disappointed monster computer come Christmas.
Evil. Brilliantly evil.
Thank you. So, Wells Fargo analysts downgraded Paramount Global stock to underweight. From what I've heard, because Paramount has already been struggling with poor stock performance and is suffering under a heavy debt burden, this news sent Paramount execs into full-blown panic. At this point, I must state that what I'm about to tell you is information provided to me by a source claiming knowledge of the situation. But since I cannot independently verify any of this, I am presenting it as unverified rumor, and I ask you to please take it with a grain of salt. Also, I am telling you flat out, I know fuck all about the stock market, so none of this is offered as any kind of investment advice. Since I don't play the market myself, I do not understand it, and I couldn't possibly give any advice. Anyway, according to a longtime source, an individual who will not be named reported they received a frantic telephone call about 15 minutes after Wells Fargo downgraded Paramount stock to underweight status. Quote, "You could hear the screaming, and all hell had broken loose at the office." This source then proceeded to say, "It's like freshly boiled water had hit every exec in the face. This is the final death nail. They got no more liquid cash, and the Simon & Schuster sale being vetoed by the Department of Justice is a big problem on top of the downgrade," unquote. This is because Paramount tried to raise money by selling the Simon & Schuster publishing empire, but failed when a judge blocked the sale due to, I'm guessing, antitrust issues, which means money Paramount was hoping for will not be coming in to save them. Yesterday, my source concluded their report by saying, so far, the downgrade has not impacted the stock price. But that was yesterday. Check out how bad things have gotten today, folks.
Ouch! Holy shit! $16.90? That's a drop of over 11% just today!
Ouch indeed, Harvey. Get woke, go broke is not just a catchy phrase, it's the truth, a harsh truth that Paramount is learning. They have devalued their stock by over 50% during the past year. Star Trek is now a joke, a well of profit that Secret Hideout pissed in, and now that well has gone dry. Their stock price is plummeting. Wells Fargo has downgraded them to underweight. Their sale of Simon & Schuster has been blocked by the DOJ. It's looking to me like they're going to need to sell off some IPs, and the only real IP they have left is Star Trek, as devalued, battered, and broken as it is. And thanks to Secret Hideout and Bad Robot, if they do try to sell it, it's going to be worth nothing even close to what it was worth back in 2017. Not even close, folks, in my humble opinion. Basically, the way I see it, they'll have to sell Star Trek for spare parts, just for the possibility of merchandising original Star Trek products. All the Kurtzman Trek components of Trek are virtually worthless for merchandising, and if you don't believe me about that, go try and find some STD merch at Walmart or Target. I think the only way to possibly save Star Trek now is to sell it to a major network like NBC, because the only way to lure fans back to give Star Trek another chance is to give it away for free to a wide audience, and to make damn sure that a new Star Trek show is consistent with Gene Roddenberry's beliefs, is not woke, is written by writers on word processors instead of by an infinite number of monkeys scrawling on walls with their own poop. Only then, with say a Ron Moore Star Trek or a Seth MacFarlane Star Trek, free of Secret Hideout contamination, could fans accidentally stumble across a great episode and have their dampened enthusiasm reignited. But of course, all of this is mere speculation. I don't know if fans can be lured back at all after years of insipid, putrid scripts, hateful characters, and laughably bad production designs, but I do know this. The wages of woke are broke, and looks like Paramount is the first of the Hollywood studios to truly pay the price for their lack of vision. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry.